Welcome to episode 352 of the show. I'm your host, Abuja-based sales consultant and event media professional, Tavishima Ayede. So thanks for listening today, and we are going to be talking about titles that we used to call ourselves in yesteryears and days gone by, especially for those of us in the wedding and the event space. There was a time when, if you checked many an Instagram handle, you would see a title like solopreneur, dadpreneur, mompreneur, hustler, grafter, grinder, all sorts of things in the Instagram bio. Now, ideally, in your Instagram bio or your LinkedIn bio or whatever bio that you put there, the primary reason for having that space is so that people can have a look at it and get a sense of what it is that you do, to figure out your product, your service, or your value offering. But for some reason, for those of us in our in the wedding and the event space, we got enamored with this sort of ideas of putting out cool, well-meaning but motivational titles up there. So you're a grafter, you're a grinder, you're a mompreneur, you're a dadpreneur, but it still doesn't tell me what exactly what it is that you do, the products or services that you provide. And for this reason, among others, I think it's a good thing that we're now away from that fad. Because number one, having those things in your bio, it just props yourself up, but it doesn't say exactly what it is that you do. So it doesn't necessarily help me the potential customer to figure out what it is that you do. Now, another problem with those lifestyle titles, yes, is because I think they are rather limiting. When you call yourself a solopreneur, I think it puts you in that mindset that you're probably not going to be able to build a business that scales outside of yourself with sustainable systems. And the same happens if you call yourself a mompreneur or a dadpreneur. I mean, that's really cute, but it doesn't really set you up or put you in that mind frame of learning to build something beyond yourself or beyond something that's a lifestyle business. Now, of course, if you got into the wedding and the event space precisely because you want to do something lifestyle, then that's fine. But just rest assured that if you have bigger aspirations than that, then perhaps it's not going to help if you keep using those titles that are really motivational and jack you up, but they kind of limit your horizon. So if you want to build something big, let's say you're Kemi LLC Wedding Planners and you want to build Nigeria's premium wedding planning service or Africa's best, blah, 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 blah. Let's say you want to build something as big as what are those guys called? The florists, Newton and David? Yeah, I think it's Newton and David. I first came across them back when I was still shooting weddings in Lagos. And now that I'm in Abuja, I see that they also have outlets here in Abuja, and I hear that, they're also in one or two other states. So if you want to build something that big, then perhaps it doesn't help if you're going around calling yourself a hustler, grinder, huckster, mompreneur, dadpreneur, solopreneur, or whatever preneur portmanteau word that you come up with. So in my own opinion, I think the traditional titles are a whole lot better. So call yourself self-employed, businessman, businesswoman, businessperson, salesman, investor, consultant, what else? All the traditional titles. And I think the traditional titles work precisely because they tell you where you are now and they give you a sense of where it is that you are heading. And in fact, the post that I wrote about this very topic, the example that I gave was of someone who works at home and she has 3 toddlers, but what she does is she's trying to craft investment portfolios for her clients. So if she puts on her Instagram bio or LinkedIn bio or whatever, mompreneur, it doesn't help because it doesn't tell me what it is that she does. And then plus, it kind of gives the sense that, she's always going to be a mom at the kitchen table kind of vibe. Well, when really what she's doing is she is a wealth manager or investment advisor or, financial planner or something like that. So that's the thing that should be there. So that subliminally you have it at the back of your mind that, yes, I'm currently doing this at my kitchen table with 3 toddlers screaming in the background, but financial planning, wealth advisory services, that is what I do, and that is where I am heading. And that's why I think the traditional titles are a lot better. And I'm glad that we've gone beyond these fancy titles in the wedding and the event space. However, these titles do have some benefit because they're very motivational, they're very catchy, they sound cool, and they help us get that, they put some oomph in your step and make it easy to continue to do what you do. So if you call yourself a hustler or a grinder or a rainmaker, those are really, really motivational. So dadpreneur, mompreneur, that sounds cool. It sounds a little bit lighter, makes it easier for you to carry the load that you have to do every single day. So is it absolutely important, whatever it is that you call yourself? Some people say yes, some people say no. I think for subliminal purposes, these things are important because the words that we use keep pinging us and our subconscious every single day with little nudges here and there about who we are and where we are headed. And that's why I'm glad that we have gone beyond that craze in the wedding and the event space. And I hope those days don't come back again. But if they do, please let's not fall into the that error again. And I do consider it an error. And if we're going to call ourselves absolutely anything to motivate us, not to be put on your Instagram bio, I'd rather you think of yourself as a salesperson, because that is what we do at the end of the day. The purpose of the business is to create a customer. There's no business without a customer. And so when we wake up every day, our primary function is marketing, trying to put the word out, trying to get customers, and innovation. That's innovating on our products and our services, at least according to the guru himself, Dr. Peter Drucker. So, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening to the episode. Again, I'm your host, Abuja-based sales consultant and event media professional, Tavishima Ayede. Thanks for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys at the next recording.